What if I told you that every single day, you're putting money into Amazon's pockets? Even when you're not shopping on Amazon.com. Maybe you're streaming Twitch. Maybe you're listening to an audiobook on Audible. Maybe you just walked into a Whole Foods for some groceries. Or maybe, without even knowing it, your favorite startup is running its entire business on Amazon servers. That's the invisible empire Jeff Bezos built. An empire where Amazon doesn't just dominate online shopping, it dominates industries you didn't even realize they controlled. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Amazon's secret empire. The companies they own, the industries they've quietly taken over, and how this trillion-dollar giant is shaping your life in ways you've probably never noticed. And the story starts in a garage. In 1994, Jeff Bezos was a Wall Street vice president, making more money than most people could dream of. But Bezos had something else, a vision. He saw that the internet was growing at an incredible rate, doubling every year, and he wanted in. So he quit his cushy job, packed his car with his wife Mackenzie, and drove across the country to Seattle. There, in a small garage, Amazon was born. But let's be clear, Bezos didn't just stumble into this. He had backing, early investors, and a deep, strategic mind. The garage story is neat, but Amazon wasn't just another startup. It was built with domination in mind. At first, it was Earth's biggest bookstore. But Bezos never planned on stopping at books. Books were just the wedge. Once he built the infrastructure, Amazon could sell everything. And it did. But that's only the Amazon you think you know. Because the real power of Amazon isn't just in selling you things, it's in controlling the things you don't see. When most people think of Amazon, they think of two things: shopping and Prime delivery. Order something, it shows up at your door in 2 days. Magic. But here's the thing. Amazon's online store isn't even its biggest moneymaker. The real cash cow is Amazon Web Services, or AWS. Those are the cloud servers that run the internet. Netflix, Airbnb, even government websites rely on AWS. In fact, AWS makes up a huge portion of Amazon's profits, sometimes the only part keeping them in the green. That means, while you're streaming Netflix or using Zoom, you're indirectly paying Amazon. And that's where the story shifts. Because Amazon figured out something crucial to dominate the future. Don't just own the store, own the infrastructure. Which brings us to the invisible empire. Let's peel back the layers. First, Audible. Back in 2008, Amazon bought Audible for $300 million. Today, it's the world's biggest audiobook platform. You think you're paying for books? You're paying Amazon. Second, Whole Foods. In 2017, Amazon shocked the world by buying Whole Foods for $13.7 billion. Suddenly, Amazon went from online only to controlling a premium grocery chain with over 500 stores. Third, Twitch. Gamers know this one. In 2014, Amazon bought Twitch for $970 million. Now, every time a streamer goes live, Amazon profits. Fourth, Zappos. Amazon acquired Zappos in 2009 for $1.2 billion. Shoes, fashion, lifestyle, Amazon quietly took over. Fifth, MGM Studios. In 2021, Amazon bought MGM for $8.45 billion. That means James Bond, Rocky, The Handmaid's Tale, all under Amazon's media empire. Sixth, Ring. That doorbell camera on your neighbor's porch? Probably Amazon. They bought Ring in 2018 for $1 billion, making them a player in home security and surveillance. Seventh, Zoox. Self-driving cars aren't just for Tesla. Amazon spent $1.2 billion to acquire Zoox, a company working on autonomous vehicles. Imagine the future. Amazon controlling the delivery network with AI cars. Eighth, PillPack and Amazon Pharmacy. Healthcare too. In 2018, Amazon bought PillPack for $753 million. Now it's Amazon Pharmacy, delivering prescriptions to your door. Ninth, IMDb and IMDb TV. That movie site you've probably used for years? Amazon owns it. They bought IMDb back in 1998. 10th, Goodreads. Book lovers know Goodreads. Guess what? Also Amazon, since 2013. And the list keeps going. Kiva Systems, Warehouse Robotics, Elemental Technologies, Video Processing, Eero, Wi-Fi Routers, Woot, Daily Deal Site, Souq.com, Middle East e-commerce giant, Fabric.com, Crafting, Shopbop, Fashion. Each one of these acquisitions is strategic. Amazon doesn't just buy companies, it buys industries. But why so quiet? Why don't they slap the Amazon logo everywhere? Because invisibility is the strategy. Amazon's genius is subtlety. Unlike Meta, which, rebrands everything under its name, Amazon often keeps the original brand alive. Think about it. If Twitch was called Amazon Gaming Live, would it be as cool? Probably not. By keeping the brand identity separate, Amazon hides its fingerprints while still collecting profits. This strategy builds trust. You don't feel like Amazon owns everything, even though they practically do. It's the same with AWS. You never see powered by Amazon when you log into Netflix, but that's exactly what's happening. Amazon's empire works in the shadows, and that's exactly why it's so powerful. Stop for a second and think about your day. You wake up, check your Ring camera. Amazon. You put on shoes from Zappos. Amazon. You scroll Goodreads for a book recommendation. Amazon. You head to Whole Foods for lunch. Amazon. You watch Twitch or Prime Video. Amazon. At work, your company runs on AWS. Amazon. Even your prescriptions might come from Amazon Pharmacy. In short, you live inside Amazon's world without realizing it. That's the definition of an invisible empire. Of course, empires attract critics, and Amazon has plenty. There are concerns about labor conditions in warehouses, like reports of brutal hours, impossible quotas, and, honestly, poor treatment of workers. Then there's the issue of monopoly power. Amazon controls pricing, squeezes small sellers, and, well, dominates entire markets. Surveillance concerns are also on the rise. Ring cameras raise questions about privacy and policing. And let's not forget the antitrust battles. Regulators are increasingly looking at breaking up Amazon's empire. The bigger Amazon gets, the more enemies it makes. But that doesn't seem to slow them down. Where does Amazon go from here? 3 words: AI, health, and logistics. With AI, Amazon is building smarter recommendations, supply chains, and even Alexa assistants that, honestly, know you better than you know yourself. When it comes to healthcare, Amazon is slowly creeping into one of the biggest industries in America. Amazon Clinic, Amazon Pharmacy, this is just the beginning. And with logistics, Amazon is already experimenting with drones, autonomous vehicles, and even satellites through Project Kuiper. If Jeff Bezos wanted to colonize space with Blue Origin, Amazon is the earthbound version, colonizing industries until they control everything. So what can we learn from Amazon's invisible empire? First, think beyond the obvious. Amazon wasn't about books, it was about building infrastructure. Second, own the picks and shovels. In the gold rush, the sellers of tools got rich. AWS is Amazon's pick and shovel. Third, stay invisible when needed. Amazon lets brands shine while collecting profits quietly. And finally, always play the long game. Bezos once said, "Your margin is my opportunity." That mindset still drives Amazon today. So, the next time you order a package, or binge a show, or even just walk into a grocery store, ask yourself, how much of your life is actually controlled by Amazon? Because chances are, the answer is, more than you think. And Amazon's invisible empire is still growing.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications for more business stories to come.